Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever your time is, wherever you are. I have been debating on doing this video for about a month now, and I think I'm ready. So, on today's Never Ending Summer Rant, we are going to talk about the service industry versus the commission-based industry. And I'm going to tell you how, in my experience, having worked both, how they work and the different experiences that come along with working both jobs. So, years ago, about 4 years ago, more than 4 years, oh my Lord, about 7 years ago, I'm old now. 7 years ago, I was a leasing agent at an apartment community for about 3.5 years, and it was wonderful. It was an excellent experience, and I made a base pay plus commission. So a lot of the extra things or the over the top or the above and beyond or like the things that got done was more so incentive or commission based than it was just getting a standard pay and working for that standard pay. Now, jobs like that or environments where there are jobs like that can cause great things depending on the core ethics and values of the company or the entity or the business in place. It can cause great things, or all hell can break loose and it can generate a environment for sharks. A prime example of an environment for sharks, a car dealership. So about a month ago, almost a month ago, I went to a car dealership, a special car dealership in Lexington, North Carolina. And the dealership is called Jerry Hunt. I was a genuine customer of Jerry Hunt Supercenter car dealership. And I went to get me a car, and I was told or politely advised about the first time car buyers program. So all of my other cars I've gotten have been cash, like cash out, just take a bunch of cash and I'll go get a car. So I've never went through the whole car buying process. So I'm intrigued, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I qualify to be a first buyer. I have a significant down payment. I'm a very hard worker and I have proof of my income. I got my insurance. I got every duck in a row to be a first time car buyer. Right. Thinking this is a no-brainer. I'll be able to walk in, get the stipulations. It might be a higher rate because my credit's bad, whatever. I'm prepared for all of that. Get in there. You ready for it? I get in there, and my dealer, the car dealer or salesman, better term. My car salesman, let's call him Ben. Let's say his name is Ben. Ben is so excited he gets a deal. You know why? Because he gets a commission. So his purpose in helping me get my first time buyer car or me going through this process is not because he is a good person, but because there is a commission attached to the duty at hand. Alexa, pause. Now, as I was saying, Ben is now motivated to get me whatever car I want because his money is tied to it now. Straight like that. With that being said, okay, they run my credit, they take my pay stubs, I go through the whole application process. Here, I put everything on the table. I'm just a server at a restaurant. This is all I earn, but I'm very hardworking. I am very innovative. I know how to run my finances. I know how to be a good steward over what I earn. I tithe regularly. I know how to manage money. It may not look like much, but it's something, and I'm honest, and it's better than nothing, right? Or so I thought. So, took all my information. Oh, we're sorry, Miss Sparrow, you don't qualify. You ready? This is where the commission-based shark of a salesperson starts coming out. Oh, but if we had a co-applicant or we did a co-signer application, you'd have better chances. So I'm going to try it both ways. We're going to try it by yourself with the lenders, and then we're going to try it with the co-applicant and co-signer, and we'll let you know what your outcome is. Okay. My co-signer or potential co-signer agreed. Said, hey, yeah, it's worth a try. I work too. We have X, Y, and Z together. But this can work. And it can. And sure enough, it did. Came back, took a while, much longer than we were told it would take. Red flag number one. Whoop. Then, guess what? Came back. Oh, congratulations. We got you approved. We got you approved. I'm excited as all get out because I'm like, yes. Okay, it may be shared in regards to co-signing, but it's still my car, right? This is what I'm thinking. I'm excited. Yay, we got approved. We got approved. We got approved. Got approved. And this is the biggest red flag. This is honestly when I should have done something as the customer. But these environments, like I said, are very shark infested, very indirect pressure. I'm not going to say it's a making because nobody made me do anything. Nobody made my co-signer do anything. It is a coaxing of a sort. It's a dangling of shiny keys. Hey, if you want this shiny key, you got to do this. It's the part where you kind of sign over your life, so to speak. So come back. Oh yay, we got you approved. Yay, 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 yay. Everybody's excited. And we're doing this paperwork and we're both signing the paperwork. Watch this. Watch this. We are both, me and the co-signer, are both signing the paperwork. So my mentality still is that, it's still my car and both of us are on it. We're signing, doing the paperwork, doing the paperwork. And it's kind of passively mentioned, like, oh no, it's just their car, not yours, but we're still going to let you go through the buying process. Now, that don't rub me the right way. That literally, like, it makes my shoulders go up, it makes my skin crawl. I'm now not comfortable in this environment. And I made it known. I made it known to the co-signer. And I made it known, like, because I'm loud, I'm a very loud individual. And I said, hey, this isn't right. I don't have to go through with this, do I? Co-signer's like, it's okay. It's for you. You deserve it. Let's go. Come on, let's do this. Okay, cool. So I take my very large deposit, what I, being just a server, consider to be a very large deposit, which at the time was $3,000. My little income tax money. Did my little thing. Paid my bills, got situated. Income tax money. My little $3,000 in my envelope, right? Cash, all cash. And I turn it in to the lady at the registrar's office. I don't know what they call that thing. The place where you give your deposit. Gave my deposit and she gave me a receipt. Now the receipt is in my name. I'm very big on typos and paperwork and making sure that all ducks are in a row and that all things are right. So I asked her, I said, well, technically, if my name's not on it, why'd you give me a receipt? Shouldn't it be in the co-signer's name? Shouldn't it be in their name? Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, you're right. And she wrote a receipt for $3,000 to the co-signer. Red flag number 3. Right. Once again, they still take me through the process. And for the record, the car is a manual shift car. Only I can drive a manual shift car. Not the co-signer, not the person who sold it. Point blank, period. Only I can drive the car. So they're still taking me through this car buying process. Oh, let's just finish up with the paperwork, blah, 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 blah. 4th red flag. We are in the finance manager's office. Signing over, signing. And I'm still signing, y'all. I'm still signing. How's the car not to me? But I'm still signing, right? It's blowing my mind. Anywho, I'm signing, he's signing, we're signing. One page in particular, at the top, it said power of attorney. Now, I ain't the brightest light bulb, but I'm pretty sharp when it comes to stuff like that. Those 3 words, they mean something to me. So I said, hold up, don't sign this one. Let me read it. We already been here way longer than expected. Might as well let me finish reading it. So I read Power of Attorney and X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. Long story short is you can't sue us. You are signing over your rights, blah, 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 blah. We sign it, submit it. They let me ring that ugly ass gong outside the front, which is very racist, by the way. That's a Chinese thing. That's not. Lexington, y'all need to cut that out now. You better find a bell to ring. You better do something different. You better sound off a siren. You better announce it on the intercom. Stop ringing a Chinese gong. Anyway, they let me ring that gong. Everybody clapped and celebrated. Woo! Let me take a picture. I climbed on top of the hood of the car, and my honey bunny, Sugar Bear, took a picture of me on top of the car and posted in my story. I am happy. I am excited. I am over the moon about this car. And we drive it right on home. Right? Don't ask me what day of the week it was. I have no idea. All I know is that it was late. Sun was going down. Time to get home. We made it home. And it's like, all right, make sure you give us the rest of your insurance paperwork and blah, 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 blah. And all of this we need, to finalize it. And then you can come back and we'll switch the dealership tags for your temporary tags until you get your real ones. I'm like, okay, sounds like a deal to me. It's my car. So I'm driving and my kids love it. My baby loves it. Oh, mommy, this is so cool. I know, right? This is mommy's race car. So having a good old time. Great time. Whipping the hell out of that car. I love the car. Was a great car, great quality car. It's a shame that the environment in which it's sold in is crooked. Anyway, back to my story. So I guess Monday, I would assume, naturally rolls around and they're like, hey, we need your paperwork, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. I'm sending what I have as I get it. And they sent the insurance people to call me. Now, that's okay because I agreed to it, right? It's a shame that after I agreed to getting that one call from that one insurance provider, the other insurance companies are calling us as well. I didn't ask for Allstate or State Farm or nobody. I clearly gave Ben the leeway or green light for that one insurance provider to call me, not anyone else, for the record. So, a referral or selling my information, whatever you want to equate it to, is dead ass wrong. Next. So they're calling and I get the insurance through them because it's a great price. I pay them. Never once did they disclose. Fifth red flag. Never once did they disclose that there's a $40 application fee. I, for most of my adult driving life, have been with Direct General Insurance located in Lexington, North Carolina. And never once did they say, hey, Summer, there's an X amount application fee. We're not going to tell you. We're just going to make you pay for it. No, they give me one rate. They tell me to pay that one rate with the premium up front, and that they let me know what my monthly is. That's really appropriate. This company named Dairyland, by the way, I think the people who run it, his last name is Andrews. Shitty customer service, by the way. Shitty customer service. They'll get their review too. Yeah, so, oh yeah, your total is blah, 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 blah. Oh, 168, that sounds like a deal. You can take my payment right now. So not only did they take my 168 payment, there's another transaction for $40, which I never agreed to. Right. Oh yeah. Everybody pays the application fee. We disclosed it. You didn't disclose it up front and foremost, which you need to fucking do moving forward with people. Right. Anyway, so they take their $208 total for their insurance. So I send the insurance information off and they're asking for more information. And then it hits me. They're not asking for my information no more. They are solely asking for the cosigners. And this hits a fucking nerve. A nerve that got hit days before, prior to Monday, matter of fact, because I called Ben and left a voicemail for Ben and said, hey, yo, Ben, I'm having buyer's remorse. Call me. I don't care how busy you are as a car salesman. Check your voicemail. Pretty important. Should have checked your voicemail. Anyway, so I'm already irked, and I've already left that voicemail about having buyer's remorse about this car. Now I don't get a call back. It's just like, hey, we need so and so. We need your co-signer's information. I'm just like, I signed this paperwork too. Why don't y'all need mine? Then it hit me like a ton of bricks. Because now it went from, oh yeah, make sure you send this information, to make sure you give us this information now, today, by close of business. Sir, if you needed this information, you should have got the shit before we pulled off. Shouldn't have let us pull off without it. Because harassing us the next few days is not going to get you what the fuck you need. And like I said, your commission is tied to it, not anything else. Just your dishonest commission. Ben. Anyway, I'm bugged. I'm irked. I'm honestly bothered. And my honey sends whatever information he had. He sent whatever they asked for, the best of his abilities, sent it. And I'm like, okay, they should leave us alone now, and we'll get there to do the whole dealership tag switch thing, right? They can get their little dealer plates, and I can get my temps, and all can be well in the world, right? This is still my logic. Ben, just Ben, not the manager, not the owner, not the financial lady, nobody, just Ben, calls and says, man, there's a typo on this information, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting here like, so? Like, that's between you and the Lord. It is what it is. You got whatever information you requested. That's up to you now. Who cares? Anyway, he's like, no, this is not right, whatever. If you don't give us exactly what we're looking for, you're going to have to turn the car in. So I'm like, well, I have buyer's remorse anyway. Let's turn this bitch in. Hey, sir, yes, I will gladly turn it in. And I read in the fine print on the lovely little thick-ass envelope of bullshit information they gave us that when it's time to retrieve a vehicle, they have the GPS technology in the vehicle and can come and retrieve it. So they knew where the car was. They had access and technology to retrieve the car. So I made it known, hey, you want this car? Come get it. Here's that commission-based, shark-ass, crooked-ass mentality from Ben. Well, my manager, who I never once spoke to at all during this entire process, my manager said that if you don't come and turn it in by close of business today, that you forfeit your $3,000 deposit. Keep in mind, I paid that in cash. Touche. Touche, Ben, and said manager, whoever that is. Still don't know. So I made my good old drive from Raleigh, North Carolina, back to Jerry Hunt Super Center at 7:59 p.m. Yep, made it right on time. Went in, peekabooed in, make sure Ben was still there, and he was. And Ben checked the car. He looked inside out, made sure. I had to get some trash out. I forgot I left trash in the trunk, because that's what people do. They put trash in the trunk to deliver it to the dumpster. Anyway, so Ben checked the car, walked around inside and out, had an attitude the whole time, couldn't even properly greet me, my buddy, honey, sweetie pie, or my kids, because my kids were with me at this point. So you know Mama Bear ain't playing that shit. But anywho, I'm just like, whatever. Here's your car. He checked it out inside and out. Whatever. Didn't give anything to sign. No cancellation of whatever. Nothing got signed. Nothing got signed. And slid a check in the co-signer's name for the total amount of $3,000. Now, I've mentioned 2 or 3 times during this video alone that I paid that deposit in cash. And his excuse, now keep in mind, I've worked in a commission-based job before. His His excuse was, we don't keep that kind of cash on hand. We make trips to the bank, which is a true story. They do make trips to the bank. But as many people that were using their cash and income taxes to pay for vehicles, I know that they had $3,000 cash there. And it's pathetic that they didn't even make the effort in which it was paid to them to pay it back. Once again, crooked Jerry Hunt, racist ass shit. Sad to say, Ben was black, y'all. I'm pretty sure it would be a different experience if Jerry Hunt was black owned, but it's not. Jerry Hunt is owned by a KKK member, whose son is probably a KKK member. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I could be right. Neither here nor there. My point in all of this, I'm just a server, or I was just a server, whatever this coronavirus mess is creating. You should have went with the honest, open application of the waitress. You wouldn't have had no snags. You would have still got your commission. She would have still had a car. But the simple fact that you are willing, or were willing, to get someone else to apply, and literally, they don't know what they're doing no more than I did. Break down their credit. That's a hit. When you take an automotive inquiry, because it goes to so many banks and lenders, that's a hell of a hit. Should have went with the waitress's application, man. Hey, I can tell you something. Working in the service industry, it'll test you. Oh God, it'll test your patience. It'll test your understanding. It will test your communication. It will test you in every which way possible. That and being a parent full time, oh Lord Jesus, it will test you. But I tell you what, I'm a much better person with much better character who isn't coaxed or trained to coach people for a commission. Right. So, service job versus commission. I'd rather work service all day, every day, endless hours before I accept another commission position, which allows people to be the crooked, ugly human beings that they really are. That's just my take on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If you work service or commission-based jobs, or you just earn the standard pay. Standard pay jobs are actually pretty good. They keep people in the right mind. You just got to try not to be in a cubicle setting. I notice cubicle settings are bad for people, and they make people want to come home and shoot everybody and the dog. So outside of cubicle settings, what's your favorite kind of job? Are you a commission-based person? Are you a service-based person? Do you work in a cubicle, or do you do what you like? What matters the most to you? Me making this video was solely to talk about the service-based jobs versus commission-based. And I've worked both, and I don't like commission because they make you change who you are at your core for a sale. For a sale. It's pathetic in those that are still doing it and sharking people out and being crooked to people need help. Professional help that I can give. Summer's help don't cover therapy. But boy, we can help get your ducks in a row in regards to how you go about it, how you communicate, how you work with people, being honest and disclosing things up front. That's what it's about. Bye.